Happy New Year and welcome to a brand new kit. So today I am going to walk through the January Best of Both Worlds scrapbooking supplies. And if you're new around here, the Best of Both Worlds is a shopping list that I put together every month and then use in all my live streams. And I live stream scrap on Friday mornings and Monday afternoons. And you can watch them live or you can watch them on the replay at whatever time suits your schedule. And you can order exactly the same kit, or you can look at the different items in the kit and put together something similar from your stash. So let me introduce myself straight away. So hi, I'm Shimelle. I teach online classes in scrapbooking, design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime I scrapbook on the internet, it's considered advertising, and legally I have to make sure you're aware of that. So thank you for coming to watch my #advertising. So this video, I'm not going to scrapbook, I'm just going to walk you through the supplies so that you can either choose items that you want to order, or you can get similar things from your stash. And then I will be scrapbooking live this Friday, 9:30 in the morning UK time, and you can join in then and make a page along with me. This month I've scheduled all of the videos so that you can find them on my YouTube channel already, and their titles give you a little look into what I'm going to focus on in each of the live streams in the month. So I hope that helps, and we'll start the year with a little bit of organization. I'm not promising anything for the whole year, but you know, I'm starting all right. It's okay. Let's look at the kit. And so the glory of Best of Both Worlds is that you can pick and choose what you want, and you can ignore things that you wouldn't use. So if you don't stamp, you'd take out the ink and the stamp straight away and you wouldn't use those. Or if you have a million letter stickers already, or you never like pink titles, you get rid of that. Maybe you swap the color, anything like that. So the Best of Both Worlds means that I have put together a list to save you the stress of knowing that here's a bunch of stuff that's from different collections, but it will all work together, and I'll show you how. But you have the control of saying, oh, I like this, nope, I don't like that, and adjusting to suit. If you want to do double page spreads and you want to double up some of your papers or all of your papers, you go for it. If you look at some of my papers and go, Shimelle, I have no idea what you were thinking, I do not like that, then you don't add it. And nobody has waste and nobody feels hard done by. It's all good. You're in control. And you can also make it fit your budget. Right. So we have stickers and things and stamps here, but I'm going to put them to the side because I always like going through the papers first. So we have two different January themed cut-aparts and a great deal of cut-apart in general this month. So let me show you. So this is Echo Park's Day in the Life, and it's their Day in the Life number 2. This is the January paper, and this kind of starts to show you our color scheme. We've got these shades of peachy pink, blue, and kind of shades of blue, so a lighter blue and a navy, and this green with a little bit of yellow. So those colors all come back in throughout the papers in different ways. So this one is a cut apart that has a January element. You may or may not want to use that as a January indication, but the important thing here is that you've got pieces that you can write on as well as some title pieces. So I've got at least 3 there where I can put journaling on. So if you don't have this one and you want to substitute something else, maybe you want to substitute from just general cut-apart cards that you already have, or 3x4 cards, make sure that you have some that have phrases or motifs and some that you can write on. Good balance always. The back is a floral, but I have put this in for the A side, and I'll just use the floral if I run out of, you know, like if there's an A side piece that I'm like, I'm not going to use that, but I might use the back of it. So you could sub in another floral if you want, but I wouldn't worry too much. I'd prioritize this side. Okay. This is the equivalent from Simple Stories. So this is their cut apart in the January version. So you get 2 January pieces here. And now you can see that these have similar colors, but different. So we've still got shades of peachy pink here. We've still got these blues, but we've got a more minty color added in here as well. The greens are not dissimilar at all. Now the yellows are different. So this yellow is warmer. That yellow is cooler, greener. But that's okay. We'll just use them separately over the course of the month, no problem. But likewise, I've got some pieces that I could just cut out and use as an accent, but I've got plenty of pieces I can write on. Never forget when you're assembling things that you need stuff to write on, because you want to make it easy. to right. Don't make it hard. B-side here is a really easy to use yellow polka dot. So whatever I don't use from the A side there, I'm sure I'll be able to use the B side because that's a really versatile print. So you might not need that many cut apart pieces, but I'm going to scrapbook twice a week. I need more. So I've got 2. If you only want 1, that's absolutely fine. Maybe you're only going to do 4 pages this month and not 8 pages. Yeah? Go by what you'll use. A different kind of cut apart. This is Pink Fresh, Simply the Best collection called Truly Epic. And I would still consider this a cut apart. That's how I'm going to use it. I'm going to cut all of these pieces apart and use them like separate die cuts. So I've got a journaling box here. I've got a journaling box here. I've got some journaling tickets. I've got some tags. I've got some smaller tags. And then some little pieces to layer in. So I'm going to cut that all apart. So here you are seeing it full size, but soon it's going to be cut apart, which means the B side is this, which I probably will only use maybe if there's, maybe I have trouble using this big piece. I'm not sure yet. I have some ideas. Say this big piece doesn't work out the way I want it on this side, then maybe you'll see the B side there. But I don't think you need to put a whole page in for that one in your kit if you're making something at home. You could just go through your die cuts and grab a little selection of die cuts, or you could take a piece of paper that you can cut apart. Cool? And a circle paper. So again, I'm going to cut this one up. Now you can certainly use this as a background without cutting it up, but I wanted to share an idea where I do cut it up. So I'm going to cut it up. So I'm going to die cut these circles, and you could punch them, die cut them by hand. Again, there's a B side that I'm probably not going to use. So you've got a stripe. You could put one in if that speaks to you, but I'm not focusing on this side. I'm focusing on that side. So what could you put in if you don't have this? Because that's quite specific. Well, if you've got a circular pattern, if you've got an old stash, go get some circular papers from KI Memories back in the day, because I have some that I've kept this long because they're still nice. Maybe this is the month to use them. Get it into your album so you can keep it forever rather than in your stash where eventually it will cause guilt. Use what you buy, even if you bought it 10 years ago. It's fine. But if you don't have a pattern paper with circles that you would like to cut out, look at your scraps. Find scraps of paper that are colors that match what you've put in your kit, and get a circle die or circle punch or something you can trace and cut a bunch of circles from your scraps. Okay, so you can do it with scraps if you don't have a whole page of printed circles. This one is from the Jen Hadfield Stardust collection, and it's called Stay Wild, and it's a butterfly print. But look, the butterflies are those same colors that we've already had. So we've got shades of blue, we've got shades of peachy pink, but here we've also added in an orange. We've got that warm yellow again, and we've got a green that this time just goes a little bit deeper than the greens that we had before. So it's all going to layer up beautifully. So that's a butterfly print, and the B side is a tone-on-tone floral. Now, I like both of these, so if you're making your own kit, you might want a paper for each of these. So something tone-on-tone. If you don't love florals, it could be polka dots, it could be stripes, it could be wood grain, it could be anything that's just a green, 2 colors of green, or you could swap it to a different color in the color scheme if you like. But something that you can cut into small pieces and it's still going to be pretty. It doesn't need to be a big pattern. Yeah, something small and simple. Plus, something that's more colorful. Something, if you can use butterflies, if butterflies are not your thing. So you could use any butterfly paper that you like that looks nice with everything else you've chosen. Or if butterflies are not your thing, pick a motif that is your thing. Yeah? So you could have a rainbow of rainbows or flowers or anything else. Yeah? Okay. This one is also Jen Hadfield's Stardust collection. A yellow dot on one side, so a polka dot, nice and easy to use, and a grid on the other side in the same tones. You wouldn't have to have it in the same tones, but I like it. And then, just to be a little different, this grid has a border top and bottom with rainbows. So I'll use those somewhere. So I'm probably going to use this side the most and cut that apart. But whatever I don't use, this is nice and easy to use too. Yeah, so you could have a polka dot and a grid and maybe some border strips, border stickers, border strips, border punch with some scraps. This is back to Simple Stories Life Captured, but this is the March paper. So We've got cut aparts for March that I'm not going to use this month unless I use photos from a previous March. That's okay. That's allowed too. But I've got pieces that I can write on. I've got this that brings in that yellow that was different. So I wanted to bring in something so I would have coordinating pieces with that yellow. But also a neutral. So I've got craft with white dots, which to me could also be snowy. So if you live somewhere where it's winter now and you might have snowy things to scrapbook, then you've got that option of interpreting it in a snowy way. This one, Doodlebug, lots of love. So this is actually a Valentine paper, but it's a tone-on-tone red, which companies do not do enough. It's looking a little pink on the screen, but it is a true like Crayola red. But you can see all those cute tone-on-tone doodle designs with little faces. So I really like the red on red, and I show it to you this way because look at that color combination. Pink, baby blue, red. I love this color combination. I've done it before. I'll do it again. I love it. So yeah, something red. It has a multicolor flower on the back. I'm not sure that I'll use that. I might, but it's in here for the red. So it doesn't have to be Valentine-y. It could be anything else. It could be just a red dot or a red stripe. But give yourself something that has some red in this color mix because I think it will be handy to be able to add it in. It will extend your kit. It will stretch the other elements that are there. Here is the blue. So this is also snowy. So this is crepe paper, their Christmas line, which is called Mittens and Mistletoe. And this side has craft with the little Christmas and winter sentiments. So you could cut some out and use them like that. It is a balance of some are snowy, some are Christmassy. So it doesn't need to be Christmas stuff. You could make it work for winter if it's winter where you are. And also blue. So if you wanted to skip all of the snowy elements, you could. There are 3. So this is also Mittens and Mistletoe. And it's a black snowflake on a grayish white background. And then the blue white with white dot here. And the craft with white dot there. So if you have no interest in snow, it's not a thing. You live on a tropical island and they're like, what? Nope, not going to have it. Then leave those 3 out. Or use this in a non-snowy way. But these 2 definitely look pretty snowy. You could just swap out any other sky blue print here. It wouldn't need to be a snowy print. And this is just dots. So you can make a judgment call on whether that looks snowy to you or not. This one certainly looks snowy. The other side is a red and pink plaid, which is really lovely, but I probably won't use this month. But never say never. I might. But I put it in there for the snowflakes so I can have some wintry papers for my winter. And then back to Simple Stories Life Captured. This is actually the December paper. So, in one theory would be to use this for next December, but I'm not planning to keep it that long. I want to use it. So, could use it with photos from last month. Yeah, from just a few days ago. So that's quite likely that I could use December elements with December 2022. Or also, look, if you take those away, there's nothing here that's December-y. So this isn't a Christmassy December paper, and it's not even a wintry paper. It has flowers and things. So we can use all of these journaling pieces. We can use cameras and sentiments like that, no problem. And this side is something to write on. Pink ledger paper to fill out that color scheme. So I've got my paler pink there. One from Vicky B's print shop collection here to finish it up, and that is called Carved, which has this circle print with the 2 shades of green. So that will pull everything together. The B side is scissors on a cream colored background, which is very cute as well. Yeah, so you could bring in a green paper, or if you look at your papers that you've assembled and you're like, oh, there's a color here that I don't have anything to go with, find a paper that color. So that's what I was doing when I added this one in. That one's just fun. If you want to add a black and white that's fun to you, go for it. Right, then embellishments. We'll get to this in a minute. To go with all of this, let's see if I can flip these to make a nice little mix. There we go. We've got Pink letter stickers here. That's Cupcake as the color, Doodlebug My Type letter stickers. You can substitute any letter stickers you love, but I liked the mix of the pink as an accent here. 2 sticker books. It's going to be sticker heavy January, and I'm here for it. So this one is newer. This is Simple Stories Live Captured, and it has motifs. It has circles. It has a craft tile alphabet, white letters on craft rectangles. It has little typed multicolor word and phrase strips. It has big numbers. It has these, one for each month of the year, which I have a separate project. I'm going to do 6 by 12 dividing pages to put in my 2022 album, and I'm going to film that for you and share with you what I'm doing with that. Border stickers here, labels and tabs. Little letterboard sentiments, very sweet. And then last page has things that you can write on. So all really versatile, everyday items that I think we can put in albums. Then this one, a little bit older, Heidi Swapp Old School collection. Old School is the name of it. I wouldn't say that it's so old that it's old school. It's just the name of the collection. Right, and we've got different kinds of stickers here, and these are all just plain on sticker book stock, so it's the thinner stuff. This is a little thicker, and it has coatings. So we've got silver holographic foil here, and a lot of different kind of looks. So I've got lots of photo corners here. I've got clear stickers here. I have to work with them on white. You know, clear's not my favorite, but I make it work. Tigers, florals, sun, moon, and stars, palm trees, cameras. Then some labels and more chevrons. These are on clear, but they're a bit more opaque than usual. And holographic clear. I'm not sure where I stand on that. That's going to be an adventure. Then an alpha, that's that kind of icy blue, but it is icy blue on clear. So if you label it over something like red, it's going to pick up the color through it. So it's going to be that color if you put it on white. It's going to change with whatever else is behind it. And then these are not clear. These are back to white sticker stock, but it is glossy, so you'll need a pen that can write on it if you want to write or stamp on there so that it doesn't just slide all over the place. And then these are back to clear sentiments and clear little strips, words and phrases. So I know that's a lot more clear than I tend to use, but I wanted to challenge myself, and I thought this sticker book in the shop was a really good deal, and I like a lot of the motifs, so I'm willing to give it a go. Then, confetti element this time, Doodlebug, white puffy hearts. You could sub enamel dots, you can sub other puffy things if you want, but I wanted to bring something light and airy to that color scheme. If you do stamping, I've got the Wordfetti from scrapbook.com, and it's called Best Day Ever, which has lots of different positive sentiments. So let's see if you can see those. And our featured ink color this month is Tumbled Gloss, which is a lovely light blue that matches this up here and that there. But obviously, I will end up using more than one ink throughout the month. So these are the inks that I feel capture all of these papers. They are Tumbled Glass is here. That's our featured color. This navy up here is Chip Sapphire. This grayish blue is Stormy Sky. The lighter green here, Shabby Shutters. The warm yellow, Scattered Straw. The light pink, Spun Sugar. And then the peachy one is Saltwater Taffy. So if you want to screenshot that, I'll try to hold it nice and still in a good spot in the frame. So those are these colors. So starting with that one, Tumbled Glass, and then building from there. There we go. So that's all of the colors that make up this kit, and I'll probably use those throughout the month. And then there was only one other thing, and that one thing was what was a freebie on the day that the kit went live, and it was a set of stamps from Catherine Pooler. So these didn't arrive in time for me to use them for Christmassy things because the post was a little slow on my end. But we'll try and do something with them at some point in the month. And obviously, if you've got them, you can have them in your stash ready to go for next December. All right. That's everything. I will be live on Friday at 9:30 in the morning UK time, and you can get reminders by clicking on those little buttons on the channel page. And that way you don't have to worry about the times. You'll get, you should get a notification that puts it into your time zone and tells you when it's going to happen, and you'll find everything in the January 2023 playlist. And we'll see how many layouts you can make this year, how many layouts you can make this year, and whatever you make with kits that are inspired by this entire series. If you could hashtag it Shimelle, BOBW, that's best of both worlds, when you post it to places like Instagram, that would be fabulous, because then everybody else who's following along can see your ideas to help them get more from it. And I can see you and give you a big thumbs up and a heart and all of those sorts of things, and just general joy of us all scrapping together all over the world. Whether you take your stuff from your stash or you go shopping, I hope you have fun, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.